Welcome to the Beyond the Years podcast, a podcast about all things Disney.
Welcome, guys. So today we are going to be talking about movies we want sequels to. Disney movies. So Disney animated movies, live action movies.
Pixar.
Anything in the Disney category. It's free game. But before that, we have a couple things we want to talk about. First thing, today is the last day Splash Mountain is open. Did you know that?
Oh yeah, I saw that. I saw that on TikTok earlier.
Yeah. So today we're recording this on Sunday, January 23rd. Is it the
22nd?
22nd. So the last day Splash Mountain is open in its current state. I've seen videos of the lines. Absolutely insane. The park is going to be open until 11 tonight. So I think cast members are expected to be there till, obviously till the last person in line gets to ride it. So 1 a.m., 2 a.m. We'll kind of see how
That's
it goes.
crazy.
But yeah, people getting that one last ride before it changes. So we're going to get...
We better head down there real quick.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hop on a plane. So gonna be reimagined to Tiana's Bayou Adventure in 2024. So next year sometime we'll be getting that.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have anything else before we kind of get started?
Do you want to tell them the big news?
What big news? Oh my God, yes. What big news? So we got our first online order for Comic Corp Creations, our small business that we've been talking about. Just a brief history. We've been making these coasters for like 5-6 years now.
7 years.
The timeline is a little gray. I'm not sure. It's been a long time, but
6 years.
We've recently come back to it, and we've sold these at craft shows for years, and we've recently decided to like change the way that we make them. And I think the quality is much, much better now. But anyway, so we've always like had people that want to buy them and that like them, but we finally went online and we finally had that first order, which was so exciting. Anyway, we did have some technical difficulties with it. But we worked through it and we're good to go. And after we do this podcast, I'm actually going to be not necessarily making coasters, but I'm going to be working on it. So
shout out Armin from the Comic Book Cast for being our first customer.
Yeah. That is so awesome. He's like huge.
Yeah.
Which I've like, you talk about him all the time and you're like more friendly with him. And I guess I just like, because you're like friendly with him, I just assumed like it wasn't a big deal. But he's got 510,000 subs on YouTube, which is amazing. So
yeah, it's funny when you're like, I guess you just thought he had a couple thousand followers on YouTube or something.
I never really paid attention because like you talk about him all the time, and like he follows me on Instagram. So I'm like, no, like celebrity is going to just follow me on Instagram. Like that's crazy. But he is so, so nice. And
he's awesome.
Yeah.
Him and I have had some pretty good conversations on Instagram and whatnot.
Yeah. So I'm just like, we packaged the coasters like sardines in there because they're not necessarily fragile, but if they get hit just right or they hit up against each other just right, like they will break.
Yeah.
And that's like my biggest fear for him is that they're going to be broken.
We packed them tight.
I
and they're double boxed. So
yeah, they're boxed inside of a box with like a whole bunch of bubble wrap, and like they are packed in there really tight. But anyway, yeah, that was a big deal.
Yeah.
It's a little chaotic on my part, but it worked out, and like that was what I needed. because we haven't been like live online for very long at all. You know, like we just got on the Go Imagine platform and we listed some products and we had just started doing social media for it. But I was getting discouraged already, you know, because I just love them so much and I think they're so cool. And I just want everyone else to think that too.
Yeah.
And we hadn't got an order yet. And I was like, wow, like, am I crazy? Because I don't think I'm crazy, that crazy. But anyway, so yeah, finally happened. It's good.
Yep, it shipped out Saturday, and hopefully he'll be getting them Wednesday-ish.
Yeah, should be Wednesday by 9 p.m. I checked the tracking number today. Anyway,
so
we're a little anal about it, but hopefully it goes well. It was like a whole family event for us getting it shipped out.
Yeah,
because it was Friday night. I closed at work, and that's when we got the order. And
so when she got home, we had to figure out a shipping issue. And then
I was up late. It took me I would say it took me at least an hour to figure out the shipping issue. And it was a very stressful time. I was like in here like cussing at the computer. It's like the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and getting the same results.
Yeah.
And that's what was happening. I'm like, this should be right. This should be working, but it's not working. And I eventually did figure it out. But anyway, then we had to package the order that night. And
Which didn't take that long.
No, but it was just like a monumental moment.
Yeah,
so like I wanted you to be part of it. And like I wanted to document it and get a picture. And anyway, we got it all packaged up, and then I opened at work the next morning. So I was there at 6:30 the next morning. So I couldn't drop it off at the post office. So you and Grayson had to go to the post office to mail it.
Yeah.
So like it was a whole family event. Grayson got to pick up new boxes.
Yeah, he loved that.
From the post office for hopefully future orders.
Yeah. He was all about, I said, let's go over there and get some more boxes. We got to get more boxes. He was like, okay.
Yeah.
So he was very excited.
Yeah. And it's so cute. I hope that this is successful at some point in time, just because I want him to see his parents have a passion for something. And I want him to see us work hard for it and to like be successful.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I mean, he gets it because he always is like, Mom and Dad make coasters.
Yeah. I mean, he knows what this is about. So, I mean, I just hope that he can see it come full circle.
Yeah. So he knocked a coaster down yesterday morning. And he's like, I knocked down a coaster. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I'm like, it's okay. Just pick it up.
Yeah. That breaks my heart every time he says, I'm sorry.
I didn't mean it.
Anyway. Okay. Well, let's move on to our topic then today. So do you have anything on your list that you would like a sequel to?
So I was just gonna pretty much play off of what you had.
Okay.
Because I figured you'd get most of them, but I do have a few in mind.
Okay. Do you want to say one first?
Yeah, I'll start. So I think WreckIt Ralph needs a third movie.
I could see that.
I mean, it's already a duology.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, just give us the last movie. And I don't know I have no idea what it'd be about, because Ralph Breaks the Internet was pretty fun.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that deserves a trilogy of movies.
Yeah, I think that would be good, because I like the WreckIt Ralph movies. So what I did to prepare for this is I looked up an alphabetical list of every Disney movie ever made, and I scrolled from top to bottom, and I stopped at WreckIt Ralph, and I was like, that would be fine. But like, I couldn't think of what it would be about, so I didn't put it on my list. But I think it would be good if they could come up with like a good storyline.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah, like I said, I have no idea what they would come up with, but I think they need to talk about that, or have a third movie, I should say.
Yeah.
But I have no idea. I just really like John C. Reilly as WreckIt Ralph, and I like those movies. So.
Agreed.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to start off with the GOAT. Okay. Are you ready?
Monsters University.
No.
What?
National Treasure 3.
Oh.
Why did they not make a third National Treasure? They literally, like, it wrote itself. They literally set it up for a third movie in the second movie.
Oh, the president's...
With the President's Secret Book, page 51 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, come on. We need it.
Yeah.
We need it.
No, I agree.
We're getting we got a TV show, which I still haven't watched yet. But we need like
I have
the
not
original.
heard any hype about any of that show.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything.
So,
either.
which is not like a good or bad, because if it's bad, it'd be like, ooh, National Treasure was awful.
I don't think anyone's watching it.
Yeah, because it doesn't have Nick Cage in it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we need a National Treasure 3 with the original cast.
Agreed.
Now, this year, I need it, and I don't care how long it's been. I will always want this. Those are two of the best movies ever. The first ones.
Yeah, those are really good movies.
So good.
But I do agree with you. There needs to be a third one, at least to like close the chapter on that story or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Next, I'm gonna try to go with ones I think you're gonna agree with, and then I'll throw you a couple curveballs at the end.
Okay.
Jungle Cruise.
Oh yeah.
I think it was already approved for a sequel with The Rock and
Emily
Blunt. That movie, I went into it with zero expectations, and it blew my mind.
Yeah, you were obsessed with it there for a while.
Oh my gosh.
You watched it like 2 times in one day one time. Like, man, I think I get obsessed with something.
Yeah.
No, my obsession right now is Transformers, not even Disney related.
You are so obsessed with Transformers. Like, Grayson has started a collection of Transformers because you're obsessed.
Yeah. But I do agree. Jungle Cruise, top-notch film.
Yeah, so dang good. If you haven't seen it, you should.
It just blew my mind that Mom and Jess did not like the movie.
I know. What the heck?
It's so random. I figured that out of everyone that would watch it, they would like it.
I know. Because it's... I don't know what to say. Because I think that humor was like on point.
See, I actually like The Rock in this movie, where I have not liked him in the last few movies he's been in more recently.
Yeah.
Let's see. The movies I have liked him in are Jungle Cruise and Jumanji.
Mm-hmm.
But beyond that, like Black Adam, not good.
Did you watched it?
Yeah, not good.
Oh.
Sorry, Zach. It's not good. But I was not a fan. I mean, I didn't hate the movie, but I was just like, oh man, this really stinks.
Okay. We'll move on.
Emily Blunt.
Yeah.
Love Emily Blunt.
Yeah, she's good.
Yeah. What would they even talk about? Or what would the sequel be about? Just an adventure?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure it was approved for a sequel because it was so well received.
Mm-hmm.
But
I'm just curious what it would be about.
I don't know. I have to think about it more.
It would have to be Jungle Cruise, something in Africa. This wasn't the first one in Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
The Amazon. Is that what it's from? Yeah. So that'd be cool to get something from like Africa or something. Next.
Okay. Zootopia 2.
Oh, yeah.
So we got the Zootopia shorts.
Yeah, but those were like prequels.
Yeah, and those were cute. Loved it. But oh my gosh, how fun would a second Zootopia be?
Really fun.
I don't know why they haven't done that yet, because the movie was very well received. I mean, like, I feel like it's fine to just stay like a single movie. Like, we don't need a sequel, but I think a sequel would be very successful, and I think people would just love it.
If we get a sequel, I want it to be more about like Zootopia as a whole instead of just like Judy.
Yeah.
Like
We get to
like
explore
all the
more.
yeah. Because it was super fun to like go to the different towns, but I would like it to be more like, oh yeah, it's not just focusing on Judy and Nick.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the whole Zootopia as a whole.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah,
I would love to explore that more. Side note, I'm pro Zootopia in Animal Kingdom too, which we've talked about before.
yeah. What we haven't talked about is Animal Kingdom is probably going to close down.
No, that is nonsense. That is like false news.
You think so?
Yeah.
Did you look it up?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
No, they make way too much money to close an entire park. They actually okay, how do I say this without being like, it's not definitive, right? But they just did something recently where it gave them an opportunity to potentially in the future open another park.
oh, that'd be cool.
Mm-hmm. Again, I am pro Pixar park.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of people want a villains park, which I would
Makes no sense to me.
I'd be fine with anything, but Pixar would be so fun.
What would you do with a villains park?
I mean, there's a ton of villains. That's like a huge thing in Disney, is like all the villains.
Interesting.
Anyway, okay.
Zootopia sequel.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Do you have anything else?
Nope.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Yes, I do. I do not want Judy and Nick to have children.
Oh, that would be weird.
Because it obviously set up as they're like a relationship. But I'm hoping it was like a friend relationship and they like end up with like their kind.
Yeah.
But they're just like really close friends.
Yeah. Kind of weird.
Yeah, because I was like, oh man, this is weird.
Mm-hmm. Okay. The Incredibles 3.
Yeah, I was going to say that one earlier.
Yes. But I don't want to wait a decade.
No, I'm
They
the
need
same.
to like start now.
Yeah, I think one, I would think they need to age up all the characters a bit.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be like more teenage. Like Violet's already, I think, like a teenager. But I want Dash to be a teenager and Jack to be like Dash's age.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Like a more experienced like group.
Yes. How freaking fun.
Yeah.
I was actually just talking to someone right before I left work tonight because he asked me how the podcast was going.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, we're actually getting ready to record an episode when I get home. And he's like, what are you going to do? And I kind of told him. And one of the kind of ideas that popped into my head, or one of the answers that popped into my head, was I want another Incredibles movie. And he's like, ooh, like that's really controversial. I'm like, really? He's like, yeah, people didn't really like this. I mean, like there's a whole group of people that like hated the second Incredibles. I was like, not us.
Yeah,
we love it.
The second one.
That's what I said. I was like, Josh likes the second one better than the first one.
Mm-hmm.
And I like the first one better than the second, but the second was up there too for me.
Yeah. I like the second one, I think, more, like when we talked about this a bit in the podcast when we rated our top 10 Pixar films, but it's more Bob like being the dad, and I just relate to that more now. Like, I'm not a stay-at-home dad, but since you work wonky hours, like a lot of the time, it's just me and Grayson.
Yeah.
So I just related to that more.
Mm-hmm.
So next up.
Okay, so I want to see more of the live action Beauty and the Beast, but I was trying to think of a way that they could do it, because so the animated movie has a Christmas special, like a short Christmas
movie. So it'd be
movie.
a prequel. Or not a prequel, but
it would just be like an extension of the first movie during like the Christmas season, because they did put that in the movie a little bit, but it would be just like an expansion of that part. Because I think it's not a perfect live action movie.
You want him to see. You want to see him as a beast.
Yeah, I mean, I like either, but I think I would just prefer an kind of an extension of what we already have, because I don't know, there's not a like a sequel like life after Beauty and the Beast out there yet, and I don't know if they would want to do that since there's not an animated version of it. But I would like to see more of the live action Beauty and the Beast.
Agreed.
In some way, because
I like the Beast.
Yeah, I mean, it's not perfect as far as live action, but I really do enjoy it. It's super good.
I think that would be my favorite live action adaptation.
Okay.
That or Aladdin. Aladdin was really good.
Yeah. I like Cinderella. Beauty and the Beast is really good too. Like, those are my kind of go-to ones. Okay, so speaking of Cinderella, next up, I would like Cinderella 2 and Cinderella 3 live action.
What would you even do?
So there's actually Cinderella 2 and Cinderella 3 animated movies.
Are they good?
Honestly, I have no idea.
Oh.
But I feel like it's fair because it exists, so that there should be a live action. I don't know. I feel like this one would be easier to do like life after the movie than Beauty and the Beast would. Because Beauty and the Beast, like he was a beast, obviously, right? Yeah. And so it's like establishing a new character, kind of. Versus Cinderella is just an extension of what we already know. So I feel like they could at least do a second movie. Yeah. But I would love that. I loved the live action Cinderella. I thought it was so much fun. Really well done, in my opinion.
Okay.
I just have one more on my list.
Oh, wow.
It really was a hard list because, like, you have to think about how long it's been since the first movie or the only movie has come out. And, like, for example, I was kind of thinking, oh, like, I would want to see The Parent Trap, a sequel to The Parent Trap, the Lindsay Lohan version. Obviously, not obviously, I don't know, because that's a remake of a 1960s version. So
with Lindsay Lohan?
Yeah, The Parent Trap is a remake.
Yeah, no. I know that, but would you see the sequel with her?
Yeah, so she's back into acting now. She took a lot of time off to like get healthy and everything. And I would want a sequel. I mean, I guess we can talk about it, where she's like
an adult.
They're like moms or something, and maybe their kids go to summer camp and like kind of pull some of the same nonsense with them. That would be fun. But
interesting.
That was kind of a bad example to my point there. I was just trying to think of things, anything that's been like 30 years or more, like it's way too long to do a sequel.
Yeah, I agree.
We've got like a certain time
What about
frame.
your Disenchanted franchise? Will there be another one to that? Re-Enchanted?
I would watch it, but I was disappointed with Disenchanted. So it's not going on my list because they kind of Disenchanted did not give me what I wanted it to give me. So that was kind of sad.
Okay.
I need to watch it again just to like get a better feel for it.
So I'm going to say another one that I think deserves a trilogy is Finding Nemo 3.
Okay. That'd be fun.
Obviously we had Finding Dory.
Uh-huh.
Maybe we have Finding Marlin.
Finding Marlin, where he gets like a new wife or something.
I think that one would deserve a third movie
Yeah, that'd be good.
to kind of wrap up like their like little story.
I actually prefer Finding Dory over Finding Nemo.
Yeah, that's a close one because they're both really good. But I do enjoy Finding Dory. I think it's because I enjoy the octopus and the guy that the voice is Hank.
Yeah.
I love him, so I'm a little biased to that. But yeah, that's a good movie.
Yeah.
And I think it would be deserving of a trilogy. And I'm also like some movies I really like collecting in trilogies. So it's like I need that in a box set.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Yeah. Okay.
And man, I just had another one, but I totally forgot what it was. WreckIt Ralph, I talked about. Damn it. I can't remember what it was.
Was it like a Disney animated, Pixar animated?
Oh, A Bug's Life.
Oh, okay.
Like, I know that's like 30 years almost now. But I think that would be a really fun one to get a sequel to.
I agree. It's like right on the cusp there where I think we could still get it, and then they could use that to redo the show at Animal Kingdom.
Because that's one of my favorite Pixar movies. It's just very underrated.
Yeah, I feel like I just watched it so much as a kid, it like burnt me out. Because we watched that one a lot.
Well, yeah, because that was like prime time us growing up.
Yeah.
Like 96 or 97, whenever it came out. But yeah, I would really like a sequel to that movie. I think that's it. I mean, we're already getting like a sequel to, what's the movie with Joy?
Oh, Inside Out.
Yeah. So we're getting her sequel, or that sequel, and like a couple other sequels are coming up. But WreckIt Ralph, I was like, oh man, they need to just finish out that trilogy.
Yeah.
What are you smiling about?
I'm smiling about my last one because you're going to give me a hard time.
Oh, I thought the Parent Trap was the last one.
No, so the Parent Trap wasn't technically on my list.
Oh, sorry.
I wasn't sure if I like...
I was about to say, like, all right, let's wrap this up. Let's closing thoughts.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Halloween Town.
Yuck.
Okay, so we have... Okay, Halloween Town is kind of interesting because we have the first 3 movies. We've got Halloween Town 1, Halloween Town 2, Return to no. What is the third one called? I can't remember.
You got
Return
3
to
movies.
Halloween
You
Town?
don't need another one.
No, there's 4 movies actually. So the first 3 have the same actress. And then in the 4th movie, Marnie goes to college and they replace the actress, but I actually still like that movie even though they replaced the actress. But what I would like, because if you've seen Halloween Town and you like it, the actress who plays Marnie is actually like engaged to the actor who plays Cal in the second movie, which was like, he was like the villain. And I think just childhood nostalgia, like that just makes me so happy. Like they're actually together as a couple. And so I would like there to be some way where they can work that into Halloween Town, like the movies. Where like Marnie's older and like maybe somehow
you just got kicked from the podcast.
Somehow they like made that work and they have like a kid and she's like training them to be a witch. Yes. Those who get it, get it. And those who don't can suck it.
I'll be sucking it because those movies are trash.
No, they're not. They're nostalgia.
Ashley tried to get Grayson to sit down and watch them, and he's not having it. Nope, I don't want to watch this.
I'll get him this year because he's finally getting old enough to where he can focus on a TV show for more than like 5 minutes.
Yeah, I know. I understand, but he did not like it.
Okay, whatever. That's fine. I can still watch it. We'll try again this year. Halloween time. It is tradition. I watch it every year at Halloween. At least the first movie. Anyway, so those are on my list. Let us know what you agree with, what you disagree with. And
everyone's going to be like, we don't need to know how their Halloween town.
nobody's listening at this point. And what movies would you like a sequel to? Let us know.
Yeah, because there's lots of Disney movies we can get sequels to,
Mm-hmm.
other than the ones we mentioned.
Yeah. That's it for me.
Okay. Well, if you enjoyed the podcast today and this fun discussion, let us know what you think on Instagram and all our social media. And if you guys like coasters, check us out on Comic Corp Creations Instagram and go to our GoImagine.com and type in Comic Corp Creations, I'm assuming, or just coasters. Comic Corporation coasters or whatever. And buy some coasters now.
Free shipping.
Yeah, free shipping now.
I fixed that problem. Free shipping.
Yeah, that was the whole thing. But yeah, if you liked it, let us know. Subscribe, comment, dislike the video if you don't like it. Any likes and dislikes, it doesn't matter. YouTube, it puts us in the algorithm. So if you hated it, dislike it for us. So it gets more hits on YouTube. So, and yeah, that's about it. We will catch you guys in the next episode.